Hey!
Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Hey! Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is here. Good morning to you.
That's right. We got our special co-host back in the building today.
That's right. Jess Hilarious is here.
What's good? What's up, BET? What's up, Breakfast Club?
How you feeling, Jess?
I feel good. I feel good. Feel good.
Hey, we got Kendra G.
Stop this.
That one here.
Good morning.
We also have Kendra G, our other guest host this morning.
What's up, girl?
Definitely on Black People time. Y'all still on time and radio, I see, huh?
You been doing radio for years and years and years?
6 o'clock really mean like 6:20. Come on now.
No.
Jess.
Oh, so your listeners be on late time with you?
Right.
Okay.
Now we be here on time.
On time.
That's the white side in y'all. Everybody got a little bit of white in them.
I only got 3%. Like less than 3%, actually. I'm 97% West African.
I don't have none. Envy is the whitest here.
What?
You don't have-
Girl, yes you do.
I don't have no white in me.
No,
Yes,
she
you
better.
do.
Look, you supposed to be on another show saying that. You ain't supposed to come to Breakfast Club telling us we got a little bit of white up in us.
Everybody black in America got some type of white strand in them. Don't even act like you don't know it.
Okay, well, where your headphones at? Miss White Lady, where you at?
Where your
headphones?
Well, if you don't know who Kendra G is, of course, she does radio in Chicago. She's a Hampton University alum. And where you from? You from Connecticut?
I'm actually from the Tri-State. Yes,
You're from Tri-State?
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut. So I'm not too far away. Yes. Not too far away. You didn't know I was from Connecticut?
No, I didn't know you was from Connecticut,
Yes,
honestly.
yes. People think I'm from Chicago. Also, I got Philly roots because I did radio in Philly. But born and raised in Waterbury, Connecticut. Shout out to all the Connecticut people waking up this
CT,
morning.
what up? Peace,
Yes.
Connecticut.
Yes.
I got shows there in Connecticut. I got Bridgeport shows, though. Bridgeport.
Yeah.
This whole
yeah.
weekend. This weekend, you're going
That's
to be
the
in
weekend.
Connecticut.
Yeah, today and tomorrow I'll be at the Stress Factory. Tell
That's
your
what's
peoples
up.
come on out.
right.
They're going to love you.
Thank you.
Now, today we got a great show. One of Charlamagne's favorite people in the whole wide world will be joining us this morning.
Man, an
Charlamagne
icon.
always talks about her.
Man, an icon living, one of the most banned authors of the 20th century, and her book is coming out as a film today. Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. Yes, Miss Judy Blume. I got the opportunity to sit down with Miss Judy Blume a couple of months ago, actually, in Key West, Florida. You know, she has a movie theater and a bookstore down in Key West, so I sat down and had a conversation with her at her bookstore in Key West.
I must.
I gotta
increase my
hear
bus. That's that woman, right?
Hey, Charlamagne.
Darkness.
I know. You on the screen.
I said hi to you when you walked in, but you ain't had no
I
headphones
didn't
on.
have the headphones
No,
on.
you
No,
had headphones.
no,
And
no.
Envy, you shouldn't be trying to increase your buzz. You should be trying to increase your thrust. That's
Oh.
that's the men version. I must increase my
But
thrust.
that's her version. That's what she was
That
saying.
is true.
Right?
That is true.
And
That is
then,
true.
and then we go a little ratchet.
A little?
What's the
your name?
What's the ratchet?
Sukihana will be joining us.
Let me tell you something. Now, I love Sukihana's authentic and her ratchetness. Like, you know, I can never be Sukihana. I met her last year when I was in the ATI. I said, I would love to hang out with you for a day because it would be like I would be a kid in a candy store. I would learn all the things I can't do. Like, I'm a good girl, so I don't know how to please the man the way Sukihana knows how to do it.
You never pooped on a man.
I would never poop on a man.
You think that's pleasing a man?
No, she knows how. She knows how to stretch her mouth wide and please a man in a certain way.
And-
That's what I was
okay,
talking
you're
about.
talking about that
I was
part.
talking about
All
that
right,
part.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be joining us this morning. Charlamagne and I kind of play the back.
Yeah, Jess Hilarious carried that
Jess
one.
Hilarious carried that one.
Pause. Y'all played the back
No,
together?
Envy plays the back.
No, I don't play the back.
I gotta
You play
hear
the
this
back.
interview. I gotta hear this
You
interview.
still a bottom. You the biggest bottom.
I would
know.
never be a bottom.
You would
Don't you ever
definitely
play.
be a bottom.
I
You
am a
are a
power
bottom.
top.
You
I
are-
am a power
you are
top.
a
I am a
power
power
top.
top.
You're a
I am a power
power
top.
top.
Wait a minute.
Not even close to a power top.
First of all, ain't nobody had no damn Fruit Loops yet. Stop.
All right,
Okay,
right.
ain't nobody had no oatmeal, no egg
Right.
whites, no nothing, and you already talking this.
All right.
Because you know why? Because it's Friday. So that means it's freaking free Friday.
All right, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us, and she'll put us on to what's happening out there in the world. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club on BET. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our co-hosts, Jess Hilarious and Kendra G.
Good morning.
Yo.
And let's
Man, I am not used to seeing this much melanin in the Breakfast Club studio. Drop one of the clues bombs for the Breakfast Club right now this morning. It looks amazing in there.
How do you feel?
It looks
great. I love
it. It looks so beautiful.
Let me give you some blush. I got some
I'm good.
foundation with me. We can make you our complexion.
I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm good.
I love it.
We can make you our complexion this morning.
No.
It looks so beautiful in there. It looks so beautiful in there this morning.
I don't want to hear no beige jokes. That's all I want to say. But let's get in some front page news. Teslin Figaro is here. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, the Just Hilarious, and the Kendra G.
Hey,
It's a lot of
Tez,
fun. Hey, girls, a lot of fineness in there this morning.
Thank you, baby.
Double fine.
Thank you, Tez. Now, let's get into front page
please.
news. Let's start with basketball. Last night, the Celtics beat the Hawks 128-120, and they sent the Hawks home. So what else we got, Tez? What we talking about?
Yeah, I hate to start out on a sad note, but we do, have to give condolences to Jerry Springer's family and rest in peace to Jerry Springer, who passed away at 79. Now, the confrontational Jerry Springer show ran for nearly 3 decades. I didn't realize it was on that long. Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, he had a career in politics, though. A lot of folks may not recognize that he also was the former mayor of Cincinnati. And, of course, he stopped by the Breakfast Club. Let's take a listen.
I feel like your show missed the internet wave, though. Like, I feel like your show was going viral before there was such a thing as going viral.
Yeah, well, that's true. Because it's 25 years old. So when we started, people we didn't have cell phones when the show started. But when people used to complain about what's on my show, what are people putting on their phones every single day?
Yeah.
Whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Our show is not more salacious than what the kids are doing every day on the phone.
We heard a rumor that you actually have a flip phone still. Like, you don't have a new phone.
Stop it.
Rumor?
Stop it. Don't you do it, Mr. Springer. Don't do it.
But let me tell you something about this phone.
You can't package that anyway.
We're here in New York, right? I could be in New Jersey, and if I dial your number, you could hear me.
I mean, that's what phones are for.
That's a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very sad. And everybody knows Gia's mom, who passed away, had dementia, but that was the only thing she would remember to watch each and every day. She would watch Jerry Springer. Like, that was her show. So it means a lot when you see that, because he meant a lot to people that probably didn't even know.
Yo, Taz, I didn't realize this until Nina Turner, salute to Nina Turner. She posted this yesterday. I had no idea he was in politics. And then you said he was the mayor of Cincinnati?
Yeah, he was the mayor of Cincinnati. He started out with that first, and then went eventually, into the talk show world. So, yep, very much involved in politics.
Hey, I got to stop. Maybe we got to let people make those kind of career changes when they want to. You go from mayor to hosting a Jerry Springer show?
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It's just as much drama in politics. So
You're right. You're right.
Jerry. Listen, I think that he's iconic. He got his flowers while he was alive. It was very hard to hold down a talk show for so many years, and he did it his way. So he's going to forever be loved by all journalists everywhere. So shouts out to Jerry Springer.
Rest in peace, Jerry. Condolences to his family.
Yeah.
Now, I know you had a lot more, Tez, but we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. And I want to say a shout out and salute to one of the people that work up here, Symantha.
Salute Sima.
Last night, Symantha had an event that's why probably the whole Breakfast Club is a little tired this morning. We were out partying all night. She had like a little event where you had to actually leave your phone at the front desk, where you could not take your phone inside, where people actually had to talk.
Yeah.
So how the hell I saw video and pictures from it last night then?
Well, I kept my phone. I wasn't getting my phone. But I got 6 kids. Why would one of my kids need me for something?
So wait, what's the hustle? How do you get past that? You just say I'm DJ Envy?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
And he light skinned.
My presence is a present. I was walked in there like this.
But
is
do you
me.
have 2 phones? Because sometimes I have 2 phones, so I'll get 1 phone but keep the other phone.
I got that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't taking that. But salute to Simpson. I had an amazing event last night.
You boofed your phone? You put your phone between your cheeks to get it in?
Bro, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
He always y'all talking about it's 6 o'clock in the morning. He with them strong throat muscles be like, yo. Every morning I'm like, he's getting that gag reflex together. Okay.
Phone lines are wide open. Kendra G, Just Hilarious. Our co-host here is The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
The Breakfast Club.
What's up? Sanitation
This man does the poetry sometimes.
Okay, hey, babe.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. Listen, I got a poem for you guys. Can I spit a poem for you, black woman?
Oh, my goodness.
I want to
Here you
hear
go.
it. I want to
Here you
hear
Less
it.
than 30 seconds.
Okay.
Less than 30 seconds, Charlamagne.
I'm counting.
Go.
Please don't count. It's called She's a Good Woman. It says, she never closed the shop, even when it's not stopped. And I'm willing to carry her in my back. Even if I drop, I just won't stop. I just won't stop. I couldn't do it without her. Arms around her. Shoulders cuddled to her neck. God knows I truly love her. Even without my dinner on the table, She makes sure I eat healthy.
This ain't
I'm attempted to earth her.
This ain't it. This ain't
So
it.
we pray together.
Now, I know you say God and everything. We always want to salute when people say God, but that ain't and I just had to be honest with you.
You can't curse, Kendra.
Envy said I could cuss. I asked Envy if I could swear.
Why would you say to tell her she can cuss?
Because when it comes to Sean Stone, she can throw out a curse or two. Yes,
Okay.
she can. Am I lying?
I don't think we should start the cursing.
Yo, my man was better off coming on here saying, ripping on any beat. That's an adaptation of running up and bringing it back. He could have did that. Kendra said, that ain't that.
No, that ain't. And he used God too. You always want to roll when they say God, but I had to. No, that wasn't it.
So, Sean Stone, that wasn't me this time. That was Kendra G.
That's right.
I just want to put that out there. Wasn't me.
Kendra was the one that said you need to take out your own trash this morning.
Oh my God.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I know he got 13 inches.
You know, those are the things that you do, Charlamagne, that gets people to think that they might want to buy you rainbows for your birthday. These are the things that you do.
Let them talk.
Okay. Woo!
No, we're not doing that. Respectfully.
So, Lovey, you say you bigger than Pete Davidson?
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You see how gay stuff can get up here? You see how gay can get up
I see how it
Jess.
happens so easily.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
they're
up?
very
I want to shout out Jess. Jess is going to be in CT. Jess, I'm pulling up. I want to hug.
No, please don't come up with them inches. Please don't come up with them inches. I need my walls. Please, I don't need that.
No, Jess, we need you to confirm, Jess. You ain't got to do nothing with him, but at least, you and your sister look at it.
Wow.
No, I'm good. See, I always say I'm good with like a good 5 inches. I'm good. I don't need a 12, a 10. I don't even need an 8. I'm good.
You do things. I feel like you got to be a housewife to deal with something that large. And you might even want to share them because that's too much to
you
take
just
on a
have to
regular
be
basis.
numb down there because you have to not be able to feel. Down there.
What the hell is going on this morning?
Charlamagne,
y'all know exactly what's going on this morning.
No, they don't got those kind of problems. They not rocking around with 13 inches.
Okay. No.
They more like, I don't know.
Nah, I was born in 1978. I got an old school model. I got a 7 inches, 3/4, 8 inches. That's them new Negroes got them 12 and 13.
You said it was 5 inches or 6 inches.
I ain't never told you that. I ain't never
How do
told
you
you that.
remember that part
I don't know.
of last week? All the shows y'all did last week. You remember Charlamagne specifically saying a 5.5?
It's 7 inches, 3/4, and it's 8 in the summertime.
That's not true.
Right.
But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Jess Hilarious and Kendra G are here. They are our co-hosts for this morning. And don't forget, we have Judy Blume and Sukihana joining us. Suki
Not
with the
together.
good coochie.
Not together.
I was going to say, that would have been so good. That would have been great.
Are you there, God? It's me, good coochie. No, that ain't happening this morning.
All right, and we got rumors on the way, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some of our guest co-hosts joining us this morning, Jess Hilarious and Kendra G.
And I can't believe.
Kendra G, meet me on Instagram. If you follow me, I'm going to give you $500 if I get to 10,000 more followers.
Tell her put her headphones on.
You got to put your headphones on.
Yes,
We
yes.
live.
And I can't believe Jess Hilarious thought she could just leave a bottle of Casamigos laying around at a black radio station and it would be here the next day.
Well, first of all, why would you drink it?
It should have left it in the locked studio. You can't just leave it in the lobby.
Why would somebody drink somebody else's liquor? You don't know where their lips have been. I wouldn't do that.
This is Power 105,
Once again,
The Breakfast
black-
Club. Like, come on
black
now.
radio
I know a
station.
black station
So
in
you gotta
Chicago.
drink.
You can leave your purse, your computer, everything will be back when you come back the next
I don't
day.
believe that.
Hell no.
It is very true. I left my computer, my laptop for a week and never got touched.
All right, them niggas know you.
Well, let's get to the rumors. Let's go.
All right.
Just for the mess, and my news is real.
Child, the ghetto.
This is the Rumor Report
So my news is real.
on The Breakfast Club.
Ooh, honey, it's ghetto up in here. So Brittany Griner addresses media after Russian detainment. I think it's time Brittany Griner slams to ban trans women from what the hell? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Hold up. First of all, Brittany Griner addresses media after Russian detainment. We have audio. I feel like we do. Let's.
Where is that going to be on your radar in terms of advocating for, athletes, all athletes, transgender athletes to be able to play?
Oh, I mean that ranks high on the list of things that I'll be fighting for and speaking up against. You know, everyone deserves the right to play. Everyone deserves the right to come here, sit in these seats, and feel safe. I think it's a crime, honestly, to separate someone for any reason. So I definitely will be speaking up against that legislation and those laws that are trying to be passed for sure.
Y'all didn't have the audio?
They played it.
We just heard the
that was
audio.
Brittany.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
That was Brittany Griner?
Nah,
Yes,
yeah,
that was Brittany Griner.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Alright.
it sound like Brittany Griner.
It did
That was
sound like
Brit-
she's always sounded like that to you.
She did.
Before Russia.
That Brittany Griner always sounded like that. She always had that deep
She
voice.
always kind of had a
Yes.
deep voice.
I mean, it's deep. Mine deep too, but I don't know. She's giving Brandon.
I just want the record to show. That's why. And if you don't like when you read, Jess, he just wants you to throw to the audio.
I know. Like, yo, well, first of all, it was, on Sim's defense, nobody had this together for her, so she had
That's
to throw
true.
it together.
That's
but
true.
Brittany says, I think it's a crime. She actually is pushing that
Trans women get to compete. Against, yeah.
I don't go with
in
this one.
sports, and women's sports.
No, I don't agree. I feel like at the end of the day, you have an unfair advantage of strength.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a natural born woman, and I first of all, I respect the LGBT community. If you want to, if you're trans, I have nothing but love for you. But
Mm-hmm.
you will still have the strength of the genetic or the gender that you were born with. So as a female, I know you are a trans woman now, but you still have the strength of a man, and we cannot compete the same.
No, we actually can. I honestly really feel like, what's wrong with them getting their own sports?
That's
why
what it
can't
should
it be
be.
trans sports?
That's what it really
why
should
can't
be.
be trans on trans? Like, cause I love to see who win that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, crime.
Get those type
Yeah.
of sports.
Yeah, crime is a very strong word. It's not a crime to ban trans women from competing against biologically born
not
women.
fair.
But it is just interesting to me that the voice that seems to get lost in this conversation is biologically born women. If women who actually play these sports are saying it's unfair, then I think we should listen to them.
Bro,
I really think that
you
we
remember
should as well.
the one trans person that was a swimmer as a man. He was like 330th in the world, and then when he transitioned to a woman, he was number one. Like,
That's just unfair.
That's unfair to women that's been
unfair.
training all their life. And then that one boxer, he was a man, and then he transitioned to a woman, and he beat the brakes off of that woman. That's not fair.
No, you talk about the MMA fighter.
Yes, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. So no, I really do agree. I agree. But I also feel like that, you know, just to kill all the buzz. Oh, we don't need them in our bathrooms, or they should be. They need their own bathrooms. I really feel like trans people should have their own bathroom for real. So that kills the whole. Oh my God, they shouldn't be here, and why can't we be in here? Like, no, just hold own bathroom. Since we got 3 types of people now, we need to have. You, and then you. There we go. So that's it.
No. It's you, and they.
You
and they.
But they still are a you.
But
I mean, if you want to
sometimes-
individualize them, what now they can't identify as a you?
I don't know if you use the right pronoun.
I think it's they or them. You, and they.
But
them.
if it's one person, it's you.
It's
Now
they.
that's it.
No. Some of them are
they.
So some of them are non-binary, and they don't subscribe to anything. You just have to say their name. You can't say he. You can't say she. You can say they for one person.
They will hate me forever. Because you are you.
Yeah, I'd rather call you by your name.
Yeah, whatever that is. They don't even like that sometimes. You be like, damn, mama. All right, look. Anyway, Carol Bryant Donham, who accused Emmett Till before he was lynched, dies at 88, guys. Yes. Oh, gosh. Okay.
I'm mad she didn't get convicted. She should have been
Yeah.
charged. She should have been arrested for telling those stories. The fact that she died at 88, she lived a long life, but she should have been in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Time.
Like, Jess is very happy about this. I see mad people celebrating this, but I'm like, yo, she lived to be 88.
That's a long time.
But what did she die from?
The same, something we all can die from.
Yeah,
Cancer.
I understand, but she was she was tortured up until that moment. She would
like to believe. She
all right. Well, she was. Ain't nobody happy with cancer. Nobody like that.
She lived longer than Jerry Springer.
Yeah, but I don't believe stuff like cancer is karma though. I don't believe that's like any of us can get that. I mean, they told her you get fellatio now, you can get throat cancer.
I'm not saying that is her karma, but I'm saying she ain't have no easy cancer battle.
She still lived to be 88 though.
Yeah,
like that's actually a natural death in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know, to this day, Emmett Till is very sensitive around the world, especially in Chicago, because he was from Chicago.
Absolutely.
And so it's like no one is. It's one of those things where we're not celebrating her death, but we're not crying about it.
Correct.
Speak for yourself. To be honest with you.
You're having a party tonight.
Yeah, man. And for those who don't know, she's the white woman who accused black teenager Emmett Till
who
of
lied on Emmett Till
at her, resulting in beating and lynching. And she died in Louisiana, just to let y'all know that.
And you know what y'all should do this weekend? Y'all should go watch the Till movie, because y'all did not support that movie when it was in the theaters. Y'all need to go watch that movie this weekend. Till, that Whoopi Goldberg executive produced.
Yes. Watch that, and also come to my show at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut, before you go see Till, or after you go see that. Jesus. I'll be there. I got 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. Connecticut.
And there you have it.
All right, and that is your rumor report.
Oh man, just so crazy.
All right, now Kendra G, you said you want to do something?
Oh, am I doing it now? I had a gift for.
You can do it now. Why not?
Oh wait, am I doing a gift now or my Instagram? Which you want me to do?
What you want to do?
Okay, I gotta get the gift. So hold on, let me get the gift. I gotta get up.
Get it.
I thought y'all got a rap. Didn't you just say we got a rap?
I thought it was gonna be something quick, but
well, do the rap time. We do when we come back. We do when we come back.
Present open and everything.
We'll come back to it.
All right. When we come back, when we come back, we got front page news. Tesla and Figaro will be joining us, and don't move. We have Kendra G and Jess Hilarious as our guest hosts. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Introducing The Game, a new single from The Lox, Rick Ross, and Fat Joe. This track is more than just a tribute for hoops culture. It's a lifestyle. Find out more at DraftKings.com/The Game. Available now on all major streaming platforms. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our guest hosts, Jess Hilarious and Kendra G here.
Morning.
And let's get in some front page news. Tesla and Figaro, good morning.
Good morning, it's Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Double Fine in the building. Jess Hilarious and Kendra G. We're going to call you Double Fine.
Triple Fine with you included.
You know.
Hey, you see it?
Well, let's get into some front page news. We got to start off with sports. The Celtics sent the Hawks home. They won last night 128-120. And we got to salute Lamar Jackson. He got paid.
Yes.
$260 million deal, 5-year deal to stay with the Ravens. So congratulations to him.
And hold on, his mom is the one who brokered that deal.
That's dope.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so his mom is getting that agent commission fee.
Love that.
So when it's your mom, your mom can take whatever you want, right?
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
Mom, so salute to mom.
But I mean, just the fact that she's getting the commission that an agent would get, that's game changing.
And Bryce Young was the first pick. He's a quarterback, and he's going to the Panthers. Now, what else we got, Tez?
Yes, well, first, I'm here to verify the facts. So the brother that just called in and said he was 12 inches, noticed nobody volunteered to, do the research. So he's welcome to send it to the inbox on Instagram. And I will verify if he is indeed 12 inches. Hit me up at Tesla and Figure on the Instagram. But also, today's Freaky Friday, and just mentioned Charlamagne's strong gag reflex.
What?
Okay, Charla. You're a little daddy over there.
So let's do a little news about oral sex.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, a new study came out that said oral sex is now, this probably a downer, literally a downer. Oh, that's a nice pun. Oral sex is the leading risk factor for throat cancer, guys.
Oh, wow.
Now, yeah, I know, it's a downer, literally. The main cause of this cancer is the human papillomavirus, also known as HPV, which is also the main cause of cancer of the cervix. Now, HPV is a sexually transmitted disease, and the main risk factor for throat cancer is the number of lifetime sexual partners, especially oral sex. Those with 6 or more lifetime oral sex partners, they're about 8.5 times more likely to develop throat cancer than those who do not practice oral sex. So that last brother, he said he had a high body count, right?
Yes.
Wait, so if you get at 6 times to like 6 different people, you have a higher chance?
You have a higher chance of throat cancer.
Oh my
So
goodness.
your thoughts, Charlamagne? Yeah.
Damn, imagine if you smoke cigarettes and you get fellatio. You're gonna have to cut one of them out.
Oh my God.
Now I'm gonna ask you a real question. This is gonna sound crazy. Pause. Now, what happens if you don't swallow and you spit? Because it was going down your throat, right? Because it's throat cancer.
What?
Well, go ahead, Kendra.
I don't even know how to answer this question, first of all. You know, I'm a Christian woman. I don't know anything about this. I am good to go.
Oh, girl,
I am
please.
good to go.
What
Praise the Lord. You know,
Well, that's okay. I'm happy to answer it. So, take me. Yeah, so, in case you do not know how to, pretend, I guess, not to swallow, it's still, you have all the other juices in your mouth as well. So even if you don't swallow, it's still going down, to the throat and transmitting the, the HPV.
Mm-hmm. So, the question, are we going to have to get Surgeon General warnings on our penises now?
Probably.
Yes, for size and also for the possibility of throat cancer.
I gotta call up Suki and see if she all right, because sometimes because I know we just had her here, and we didn't tell her this news.
No, we didn't.
So I hope she watching today. Thank you, Tez.
I know
this is important news.
She's gonna break
you guys
the news.
want to know that. Also, I want to talk to you yesterday. So, Jess, we were in here talking about where you guys were talking about lies and how people lie a lot. So I said, let me because it was some lying going on, honey. I'll just leave my comments out of that. But anyway, so I wanted to get some data on lies. I love studies and reports. And so this is one that, do you guys know that almost all patients lie when they're in therapy? Now, practicing psychologists typically believe that their offices are safe spaces, places where patients can feel more comfortable sharing their deepest, most intimate thoughts and feelings without judgment to work towards resolution and healing. Yet a surprisingly high percentage of patients, if not nearly all, admit that they either lied or have not been completely truthful with their therapist. In a survey of 547 clients, 93% said that they lied at least once to their therapist. And in the second survey, 84% said that this dishonesty continued on a regular basis. 73% of the respondents reported that their therapist never found out about the lies. Only 3.5% of the patients owned up to the lies, telling on themselves. And in 9% of the cases, the therapist caught them in the lie. Now, the top 4 reasons people lie in therapy is they pretend to feel happier and healthier than they really are. They minimize the severity of their symptoms, hide thoughts about suicide, and they minimize or hide insecurities and self-doubts. So what's the lesson here? You cannot, if you are lying in therapy, you cannot get the help that you need.
No, that's a fact. I go to therapy once a week, and the reality is that you got to treat therapy like a doctor. If you don't tell the doctor what's really wrong, then the therapist can't, properly help you. And also, another reason that I think people lie is when you first start going to a therapist, you don't necessarily trust this person.
Correct.
So you don't want to tell them all your deep, dark secrets. You don't want to tell them what's really going on yet.
But that's why you said something yesterday, like, kids should actually start going to therapists, because that way you can gain that trust early on. Because like you said, it takes time. I just don't want to go tell somebody all my problems and what's going on. I don't know who he is, who his peoples are, who he gonna go tell. But that's what you assume. So you need to develop that trust.
And also, referrals are good too. I go to therapy, but I'm gonna be honest, I have an oracle and a psychic that...
A what?
An oracle.
Like a real life one?
Yes. Okay. I talk to an oracle who's like a psychic that helps me more. And shout out to my oracle. He lives in Thailand. This is a true story. I met him on my show. His name is Quentin. I probably talk to him 3 times a week, and he gets me together. So I believe in I believe in all of it. Therapists, pastors, psychics, God. Go to everybody. Your mama. You need all types of people, because everybody to me has different information. But I think everyone should go to therapy, and we need to make it more popular, because everyone's dealing with issues, and you got to have someone to get that information out of.
You can't.
I was going to ask you that, Kendra. I'm glad you said that, because I was going to ask, do y'all think everybody should go to therapy? Because I don't go to therapy, and I wonder if there's this thing that says, it's starting to be this thing that everybody should sit down and go to therapy. And so that's what I was going to ask. Do you think it should be required for, you think that should be more, like what you said, more popular?
Well, what I was going to say is I think everybody needs to express themselves. And the people who bottle things up, it comes out in a different way. So if therapy is not your thing, then maybe it's your best friend. But I think when you try to keep things inside, it will always come out in some manner. So that's why I believe that everybody should go to therapy. It's not cost effective for everyone. But if you could find a way to do it, you should.
You never asked her,
but to Kendra's point, what she said is true. Like, she named all those different people. Just find somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm really blessed. I have two best friends they've been my best friends since 10 years old, and a lot of women can't say that they've had, two girlfriends, never fallen out, never anything for that long, and they've certainly been my therapist. But I just thought that was an interesting story, and somebody was doing some lying, but I'm gonna leave my comments on that. But I'm with you.
So question, you got a psychic? You never asked a psychic about the Mega Millions numbers or the lottery numbers, nothing like that?
No, I don't ask them. Like, they kind of read energy. I think we can all read energy, but they're really good at reading energy and intuitive and seeing how things can fall into place. But I never asked them about Mega Millions, no.
Yo, Jess over there rolling her eyes. I guarantee you I can sit you down with a medium that will change your life. I got a medium.
I don't believe in it. I watch movies about it all the time. It's nice and it's entertaining, but no, I think I'm good. I think the only person that I need is God and my mother. My best friend sometimes when she ain't getting on my nerves. Because I feel like everybody, she all right. Look, every time, I'm that for people too. I'm a good outlet. Every Wednesday I have my own podcast on Black Effect. Shout out to Charlamagne, I Heart or whatever. I have Carefully Reckless.
That's right.
And I help people. People write all types of stories to me, and I give them advice on how to move forward and how to move forward amicably with different relationships, their friends, family, all that type of stuff. So I do that for people.
But when you have an issue, who do you go to?
God.
God.
But so you hear God speak back to you? He speak back to you in people.
Sometimes it's like when you dream. Sometimes
I get that too. I got God and a therapist.
And I swear,
I'm with all that.
And then I don't think everybody needs therapy. I do think more people than enough. A lot of people, but I don't think everybody does. I'm just one of those people that don't think I do. Now my son, yes, but not me.
Well, that is your front page news. Tesla, we appreciate you. We'll see you on Monday.
Peace, Tez.
Yes. When we come back, Judy Blume. Charlamagne sat down with Judy Blume. If you don't know who Judy Blume is, I must increase my bus.
She's not just that, though. She's one of the most banned authors. She's one of the most banned authors of the 20th century, one of the greatest storytellers that ever lived. And her book, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, is coming out as a movie in theaters everywhere today.
That's right. And we're going to kick it with her next. It's The Breakfast Club on BET.
The Breakfast Club.
NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now we got a special guest in the building. Charlamagne got a chance to talk to one of his mentors, one of his favorite people in the whole wide world.
Well, I wouldn't call her a mentor, you know what I mean? But she's definitely been an inspiration and an influence throughout my life, because when I started, really digging into the library in 2nd and 3rd grade, my mother, who's an English teacher, always told me to read things that don't pertain to me. And when I would go in the library, I would see these books with these white girls on the cover and these white boys on the cover, these young white girls and white boys, and I would pick those up, and they would be Judy Blume books. Judy Blume or Beverly Clearly, but I really got into Judy Blume. She's an amazing storyteller, and the film adaptation of one of her classics, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, is out in theaters today. And yes, I got the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with her.
Now, this is the one where it goes, I must increase my bus.
That is definitely in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. You should take, how old's your daughters?
Which one?
The youngest.
The youngest is, I have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old.
The 9-year-old in Madison, I think, would really, really enjoy it.
Okay.
I definitely think they'd really enjoy it. You should do that this weekend. That'd be a good daddy-daughter date this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into it now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
How are you, Miss Judy?
I am so good and so happy that after all this time we're together.
Every time I get asked, what's my dream interview, I always say Judy Blume.
And I've heard that, and you're going to have to tell me about that. Why?
Because when I was younger, my mother would always tell me to read books that don't pertain to me. And so, I'm a young black man from the South, so when I would go in the library and see these books, that were about young white girls, I was like, well, that's the complete opposite of me. So I started reading them, and that's how I fell in love with your work.
That's so great.
Do you understand and recognize the impact your books have had on a generation?
I don't like to think about that. I certainly didn't when I started out and when I was writing, but after 50 years and hearing from so many, people who've read my books and meeting them in the bookstore, grown women and men come in every day. And I have learned from the readers that the books have spoken to them. Wow. And it's hard to be that person, because it's like, I mean, you're really thrilled, and at the same time, it's like, no, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, so don't put that on me. But I appreciate it, of course.
You know, I read once where you said characters lived inside your head first before you started writing your books. Do you remember the first time one of those characters popped in your head?
Oh my God. Well, I had them in my head from the time I was 9.
Wow.
So, you know, it made life so much fun for me. I would bounce a ball, a Spalding. Do you remember pink Spalding balls? So bounced a ball against the side of my house, and the whole time, an hour, 2 hours, I was living inside my head with stories and characters. I mean, I never wrote about them. I never told anybody, because if you would tell your friends, guess what? You know, I have these great stories and characters inside my head, they would think you were
crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that was mine. That was special. I never told my parents. I never told anybody.
When did you first decide to, you know, take these characters out of your head and put them on paper?
I think probably I was married young, had kids young, and found myself in the suburbs.
Bored?
At least, if not more than that. I mean, I love taking care of babies and all of that, but I needed some creative outlet. All the time I was in school, I always had a creative outlet, something. But now I needed that again. And I mean, it could have been anything. I was lonely, and I needed some creative outlet. And it could have been anything. But I was home with little kids. I had access to paper and pencil and access to something inside my head. And so I just started. I didn't know anything about it. Didn't know anybody who had ever written.
Wow. Did your first character see the light of day?
Well, you know, I can't remember. I mean, I wrote a lot of stories that were stupid, and you know, I have them in a box, and I've written to my kids on that. If you ever publish these, I will come back and haunt you. But so, I mean, there was a lot before I got to Iggy's house, and then to Margaret.
You know, you tap into so many different types of people with your characters. You know, so many different struggles, from racism to sexuality, obesity, divorce. Like, how were you able to do that? Because you couldn't have possibly gone through all those experiences.
Not then, no, I hadn't. It's imagination. You know, when kids ask, what is it? You know, where do you get your ideas? I hate that question. But really, where do you get your ideas? I mean, everything you see and hear and read and stories people tell you, but it's mostly, it's your imagination. And I had a lot of imagination. My husband tells me I have too much, but you can't have
No
too
such
much.
thing.
Right? No.
How much of your personal childhood ended up in these books?
Oh, a lot. I mean, starring Sally J. Friedman is my most autobiographical book. So that's a book that brought me to Miami Beach when I was little. But, you know, parts of me, of course, are in characters in all of them, like Sheila the Great.
Absolutely.
She has all of my childhood fears. Not all, but a lot. And Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. You know, I was a Margaret. So, and then, you know, you think, I mean, how do you write about a 13-year-old boy after you've written about a 12-year-old girl? Today, you might not even be allowed to, because, you know, I am not a 13-year-old boy. What a shame. But at that time, I was allowed to. And so I was allowed to become, in my imagination, a 13-year-old boy.
You know, I read that you experienced 2 years of rejection before getting your first book published. You know, Only in the Middle is the Green Kangaroo. What kept you from getting discouraged and just quitting?
Well, 2 years is really, at that time, 2 years was nothing. I mean, and, well, the first rejection sent me into the closet, you know, close the door, sit on the floor, cry, and then say, they don't know what I can really do, and let's see what I can do. And so I kept going that way. You know, I mean, I think a lot of success depends on determination.
That's
Yeah,
right.
talent is great. You have to have some talent to write, but it's the determination that really makes the difference between somebody who's going to get published and maybe meet with some success and somebody who may be just as talented but can't take the rejection. Rejection's hard.
Absolutely. Do you remember how you felt when One in the Middle, is the Green Kangaroo, was actually published after all that rejection?
I remember how I felt on the day that they called me and said, we can offer you $350 and we will publish your book. And it was like, I was so happy and elated. You know, I had little kids and I went down and they were playing with silly sand and I took the silly sand and I threw it up in the air and Laurie Murphy went home and told her mother that Larry's mother has gone crazy. And then that's how it felt, you know.
You grew up in the...
Never felt like that again.
Never?
I have to say.
Even after you sold millions of copies and that, like nothing ever made you feel like that first time?
I don't think anything is ever like the first time. You know,
Wow.
there are a lot of first times in a 50-year career, but I don't think there's ever that thrill of the first time. Somebody is going to publish my book.
Wow.
Not my best book, by the way, but still in print. For some reason I don't understand, but it's still there.
You wish you could take some of them out of print?
I'm easy on myself when I look at the books that I've written and I say, well, I remember where I was here and I remember where I was there when I was doing it. And certainly I think, you know, the real me as a writer started with Margaret. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Because I let go. I let go. I didn't know what I was doing, but I let go.
All right, we got more with Judy Blume, author. When we come back, don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne got a chance to sit down with Judy Blume. Now, for people that don't know, who is Judy Blume, Charlamagne?
Man, Judy Blume is one of the most banned authors of the 20th century. She is a icon living. I mean, she's a young adult novelist, man. Anybody who's ever read Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, or Blubber, or the Fudge series, that's all Miss Judy Blume. And today, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is coming out as a film. It's coming out as a film today, you know, and yeah, man, this was surreal. Because if anybody who's ever heard me talk, when they ask me what's my dream interview, I always say Judy Blume. And for this to happen was incredible.
All right, well, let's get into it now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You grew up in the time of the civil rights movement, and I always wondered, how did watching that racial injustice influence Iggy's house?
I grew up before civil rights. You know, I grew up at a different time, the 40s, the 50s. But I think with Iggy's house, this is not the best reason to write a book. Like my character Winnie in the book, Winnie the do-gooder, you know. I think I was Judy wanting to do good, and that's not the best way to do it. But
I think it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I wrote this book, and not long ago, I asked a friend, a black friend, I said, please read this book again and tell me if it's racist, because I need to know. And she read it and she said, it's not.
Well, people were racist. So it's like, if you're writing a book from a perspective of people that were racist,
yes,
in the
but
neighborhood,
Winnie was not. I mean, Winnie wanted to understand. I can remember moving to Miami. You know, I was 9 years old and writing home to my father about these two water fountains. And what was it? My father was a dentist. I figured he would know. Was there a difference between white people and what was in their mouths and black people? And my father was a wonderful guy. And he wrote back and he said, no, you know, we're all the same. But I had a woman actually pull me. I was drinking from the wrong fountain. And she pulled me away. And what are you doing? And, oh, it was very disturbing. I had a lot of things in my life that I could tell you in my high school.
I would say Winnie was culturally clueless, but you'll be like that if you're not around people to speak to them and, you know, talk to them and realize what it is that they're going through. Like, that's why I said I read your books, because there was people that didn't pertain to me. So you get to peek into other people's lives.
Right. I got better after that as a writer, I think. I'm glad I wrote it, but because I lived in a neighborhood, you know, where there was a lot of racism. It was quiet because, you know, by then it was, when I wrote the book, it was the 60s. But
I was going to ask that. I was going to ask if the systemic racism and prejudice that Winnie was witnessing in Iggy's house, did that come from a personal experience?
Not really, but I mean, I knew a lot of things from growing up. I knew a lot of stuff, and we were quiet about it. You know, we had a music teacher. I went to an all-girls public high school in Elizabeth, New Jersey. We had 2 high schools, boys and girls, and we all went together, and we were a very mixed group, mixed religious, mixed races. We were everybody who lived in Elizabeth who went to high school. And in high school, I made friends with a lot of girls who were a lot of black girls. I was a dancer. We were in the dance group together. And you were good friends. And then, you know, when you came home from school, when you went to parties and dances and things, that was, you stayed pretty much, I mean, it was the Jewish girls or the Christian girls, the black girls. We all had our own little thing, but we had a chorus, a wonderful chorus, and we had a music teacher. Her name was Violet Johnson, and there wasn't one black girl in chorus. And we found out that it was because when you went to try out for chorus, and believe me, I don't have a good voice, but I was in chorus. If you were black, she put a little C next to your name for colored, and you were never going to be in chorus. And I knew that, and was like, but what do we do about it?
Yeah, because I know that choir sucked
It's
with no
why
black
I
voice.
tell people now you have to speak out. At my 40th high school reunion, I hated my high school reunions, but I went to my 40th, and people stood up and they were telling all these wonderful stories about being in high school. And I said, this is what I remember. And I said Violet Johnson. And, you know, she'd been dead for 1,000,000 years. And afterward, some girls came up and said, we thought you didn't know. We thought none of you knew.
Wow.
But we did know.
Wow. When I think about, you know, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, and you know how it was banned a number of times because of the way it deals with religion and sexuality, it makes me want to ask you, why has this country always wanted to control, you know, our bodies and who we pray to? And was the book a form of protest to what this country did and continues to do?
The Puritans, you know, I mean, I remember when I wrote Deanie, okay, so was it Deanie? I don't know what book it was, but with Margaret, you know, I gave 3 copies to my children's school library. They were like in 1st grade and 3rd when the book came out. I was so excited. And I took 3 copies, signed copies, down to the library. The male principal would never put them on the shelf. They never reached the shelf.
Wow.
Because he didn't think that elementary school girls should read about or even know about menstruation. Never mind how many kids at that school probably already had their periods, you know? I mean, I was so lucky in that I think, you know, my parents weren't perfect. Who is perfect as a parent? But they never taught me that sex was a bad thing or that it was wrong. I mean, I knew very well, do not get pregnant while you're in school. You know, don't get pregnant until you're married, because in those days, pre-abortion, that could change your whole life.
Absolutely.
And it did for a lot of kids I knew. But they never said it was bad. Nobody ever told me that. And so for me, it was always good. It was exciting. It was wonderful. Deanie masturbates. She enjoys her own sexuality, although she doesn't know very much about what she's doing. She never even heard that word. But I met another principal, a male principal, And he said to me, I wouldn't have that book on my shelves. It would be different, he said, if it was about a boy.
Why?
Why? Because girls in those days, and even in days today, are not supposed to enjoy their own sexuality.
Mm-hmm. So was were these books a form of rebellion against that, form of protest?
It wasn't really.
Okay.
It was, I remember writing Deanie thinking, it's not about that. It's about parental expectations and what that can do to kids. But I remember thinking, oh, how I wish I had had a book to read when I was 12 or 13 and exploring my own body. And my friends and I talked about it. Do you have that special place? Can you get that special feeling? We didn't know what it was, but we knew I was lucky that I had people I could talk to about that. And I wanted, I think, to write that in because I knew it to be true, maybe not for everybody, but it was true certainly for me and for my friends. And I wanted kids to know it was okay. It's normal. Normal. It's fine.
Yeah, Deanie is the reason I just don't walk into my 14-year-old's room without knocking.
That's right.
All right, we got more with Judy Blume, author. When we come back, don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne got a chance to sit down with Judy Blume. Now, for people that don't know, who is Judy Blume, Charlamagne?
Man, Judy Blume is one of the most banned authors of the 20th century. She is a icon living. I mean, she's a young adult novelist, man. Anybody who's ever read Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, or Blubber, or the Fudge series, that's all Miss Judy Blume. And today, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret is coming out as a film. It's coming out as a film today, and yeah, man, this was surreal. Because if anybody who's ever heard me talk, when they ask me what's my dream interview, I always say Judy Blume. And for this to happen was incredible.
All right, well, let's get into it now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Now, every time I tell somebody, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is coming out as a movie, they all say, it's just coming out as a movie? Like, well, why did it take so long to get this turned into a film?
I'll tell you why. Because for 50 years, I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't let it go. I was worried about what they might do to it. And then, I don't know, then I woke up to some of the really good stuff that was being done. And I got this fabulous letter from Kelly Freeman Craig and telling me about how much she wanted to do it and telling me about her first movie, a movie I had seen and loved, and who her mentor was, James L. Brooks. And it was like, this sounds promising. And they came to see me and they made a very persuasive case. And it was, if Fudge, the 90s Fudge was a bad experience for me, this was as good as an experience can be. I think for the writer of a book to be so, they just made me feel so welcome. And they wanted to hear what I thought, and it was an inclusive, it was just a wonderful, happy process. And the end, the movie could not please me more. I love the movie. I love it. I love it. They kept it set in the 70s. That was something that I said, you can't put this in another era because it's not going to work. And they kept it in the 70s. So it's very nostalgic. And I think for my readers who have now grown up to go and see this, I think, it's their childhoods, I think. I hope they're going to like it.
Would you ever sell the TV and film rights to all of your books? Or you want to keep some of them just as literature?
Oh, no. I'm open. I'm willing. Yep. I'm talking about some others.
Okay.
Because I had this great experience,
Do you think you could write in this era of cancel culture and fake outrage and backlash about every little thing?
Let's just say that I'm glad I wrote when I did and that I have a bookstore to keep me very busy now. And so I'm not, I think the only way I would be happy writing now is the way I was when I wrote In the Unlikely Event, which is historical fiction, basically. It doesn't feel like it to me because it took place during my lifetime, but it did take place in the 50s. And I think that's the only way I would feel comfortable today. I don't like to read books where everything is texts and emails, and I want something else.
Write about experiences. I like experiences.
Yeah, and I like to be in the characters' heads. I like to know what's going on. I need to believe them when I'm reading a book. But I'm an easy person to make believe that this is happening. I love stories.
Well, why is it important for you to champion other authors who are under attack for the content of their work?
Oh, always. I've always, we're in this together, sisters and brothers. I mean, whatever work is attacked, and it's usually work for young people. I want to be there for as long as I can be there to defend them.
Technology and social media have exposed like children to so much at an early age. You think your books would still be considered taboo if they were released in this time?
I don't. Well, released now, who knows? Because of things are so crazy. But yes, kids can find information. They know how to find information. They don't need Margaret to tell them about periods. So that's different. But it's not, I never wrote them so much for information as for emotional. It's the emotional information that's different. It's about what's going on inside you. And I think that connects us from generation to generation. I hope so. I feel connected through books to my mother's generation. She was a big reader. She always encouraged me to read. And my daughter and I read. That was a way we could communicate even when things were rough between us. We could communicate by handing each other books to read. So books serve they're so much more than entertainment. But first, they have to be entertaining for kids.
You have your Judy Blume Forever documentary. And Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, coming out this spring. Are you bracing yourself for a new wave of criticism, potentially? Or backlash?
No.
Okay.
I'm bracing myself for all good things.
At this point, do you even care? If somebody did have criticism, do you even care to defend yourself at this point? And defend your work?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that you ever stop caring about that. They're my babies.
When it's all said and done, and you have transitioned, what do you want the legacy of Judy Blume to be?
I never think of legacy.
Really?
I don't even know how to think of legacy. What do I want? She was here. She wrote books that touched her readers, and she sang and danced and laughed, and it was good.
Thank you, Miss Judy. I really appreciate this. I didn't know how to,
thank you, Charlamagne.
I never thought that this would actually happen. So the fact that it happened, lets me know God is real. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This was so great. You're great at this. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all sounded so sweet to each other.
That was really nice.
Listen, man, make sure y'all go see Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, in theaters today. It is an amazing, amazing, amazing film. I told you, you should take your oldest and your 9-year-old.
Okay.
You should definitely do that.
All right. I'll try to take them this weekend. But this weekend is all about dance. My daughter got a dance competition, so I'll be dancing and all that other stuff.
And it's about the Hampton University Legacy Ball. The reason why I'm even in New York. You're going to be there tomorrow, right?
What are you talking about?
The Legacy Ball for Hampton University. The gala.
What are you talking about?
Dope. Oh, God.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, of course I'll be there.
What are you talking about?
I'm actually giving out an award for our boss, Thea Mitchum. Yeah, I'm going to be giving her an award. So, yeah, I'll definitely be there.
That's what's up.
But let's get to the rumors. Let's go.
It's just for the mess. Am I using for real?
Child, the ghetto.
This is the Rumor Report
Am I using for real?
on The Breakfast Club.
Woo! Honey, it's ghetto up in here.
And we got our co-host Kendra G and Jess Hilarious here this morning. What we got, Jess?
What's up, y'all? Okay, so we got Keely Williams. She was online the other day and she said, I don't know why people say that black don't crack. Why do black people say that? Because it definitely cracks. She's upset about her black cracking.
What?
No, she's from 3LW.
Who's Keely Williams?
From 3LW. One of the girls from 3LW.
She ain't saying that.
I resent all the people who said black don't crack, okay, growing up, and led me to believe that because I was black that I wouldn't crack. But you know what? I did. Okay, I cracked. I cracked.
Look at me still confused.
Which one is that?
How will you know her?
She's
How
the one
will
that
you
you
know
don't know.
her?
She's not Adrian. She's
Not
not
Notori.
And not Notori. She's the other
She
girl.
talk like
All that time not
Charlamagne.
taking
She's
care of
his
my
lesbian friend.
Yes, she's the other one in the group.
The
That-
light skin one. The
Yes.
light skin one. Okay.
Prometha.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Y'all just talked all over the audio.
It didn't matter what she was saying. Cause
I was answering Envy's question.
And
I was trying to help Envy realize who she was. And black cracks if you do crack. Everyone knows that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Notori Naughton would disagree. That black ain't crack at all.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No.
That strong melanin don't crack.
No.
Kendra G just said black don't crack unless you do crack.
Yes, you never heard that saying. That's a fact. Black cracks if you do crack. It's
Yeah,
gonna
all right.
crack.
Mary
Yes.
J. Blige look good as hell.
Wait, hold
Ain't
up.
no way.
Mary J. Blige
That was a
first of all,
long time ago.
You would not.
That was a long.
That was a very long time ago. Jess, we will not bring up the past.
And I don't even know if she even did crack, but whatever drug she did, it ain't get to that skin because that
is true.
That is some porcelain skin right there.
First of all hail the queen, Mary J. Blige. Let's just start there. She's also extremely wealthy. You know, you could put hair, makeup, nice clothes. That's always going to make anybody, not saying this is Mary J. Blige's situation because I don't think she ever did this one at all. But you could dress up a former crack addict and make look great. But I don't think this, I'm not talking about Mary J. Blige though.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta agree.
I love Mary J.
I gotta agree with Just Hilarious. If you've seen crackheads, most crackhead skin don't be bad.
Excuse me? They be man. I'm telling you. Now
that's not true.
Now sometimes it's doing that dope.
Yeah, the heroin will get you. But
the
crack, not really. Yeah.
Crack people
Mary J.
survive.
Blige has never used crack, guys.
I don't know. She did. Just said it. I was saying what? Just said it. Kendra G
this is
did
my
not
job.
say
You
that.
can't be talking about. I said people was on crack. I ain't say she was on crack.
What you say that just
I
clear
said
it up.
I don't know what drug she did, but whatever it was, it didn't get to her skin. She looked good. I don't know who did crack.
Oh my God.
It's so stupid.
That's my job, man.
Oh,
what else we got, Jess?
No, but Keely, all right, Keely, but I do agree with Keely. I do not believe that.
Who is Keely?
She's the girl from 3LW.
Got you.
I know,
love
the
this.
Prometha.
Yeah.
But I do believe with Prometha.
Oh my God.
I agree with her because all black is not uncrackable. You know what I'm saying? We got Morgan Freeman. He was born old. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like his black done cracked. It's just that he was already old. We've never seen a youthful picture of him.
I disagree. I think Morgan Freeman is a great example because he's 137.
But he still looked like he 80.
Jesus.
So
That's my point.
That's
my
my
point.
But he was we've known him since he was like that. So
here's the reality of the situation. The more European blood you got in your body, the more likely you are cracking. So if you're a black person that got like 40-50% European in you, you're probably gonna crack.
I'm telling you, well, Trick Daddy. What do Trick Daddy got? What do he got? And I love him to death, and I know he loves
Stop.
me.
He got lupus.
But
You
I'm
know
just
that.
saying-
Stop, Jess. What? Yes, you got to.
Y'all are just throwing people got all
But
types of things using all.
I understand it, but so does Toni Braxton. She look damn good.
Oh, okay.
Toni Braxton,
That's true.
that black ain't cracking,
Yeah,
ain't
she
going
looks
crack.
good. She looks
That's
good.
true.
So it's other things that was going on with Trick, obviously, but the black at the end of the day, like I said, is cracked up, and I love him to death still. But shout out to the black people that look good. The whole cast of Best Man looks good. We got Morris Chestnut.
Yes.
You know, we got Tay Diggs.
Yes.
He looks good.
Thank you,
Not
Jess.
you.
Not you,
Thank
Charlamagne.
you.
You're not
No.
Morris Chestnut.
Thank you, Jess.
Eva Pigfoot, Monica, Missy Elliott.
Who is
and
Eva
Pharrell.
Pigfoot?
Eva from
Pigfoot.
Next time.
Oh, Pigfoot.
Yes.
You said
No, but she
Pigfoot.
goes by Eva Marcella. I think
Eva
now.
Marcel,
Yeah,
Pigfoot.
yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Pigford. I think it's Pigford.
All right. I'm sorry about that. And Beyonce owes the IRS, and we did not know that she could do that.
Beyonce don't owe anybody anything. I'm part of the Beehive. If Beyonce says she don't owe no money, she don't owe no money. The Beehive will pull up to the IRS.
All
Girl,
right.
half of
All
y'all
right.
broke
Y'all
too
can be on
because
your
y'all
own.
just paid all this money for this Renaissance store. So if we got to pay her, she got to pay date somebody else too, and that's the end. That's it.
Whatever.
Let me tell you something. I'm a Pinkett Smith Winfrey Knowles Carter through and through. I will ride with Beyonce against anybody except for the IRS.
Goddamn right.
Except for the IRS.
No,
Because if I had to pay him and I had to pay you $3,500 for that VIP ticket, baby, you better pay that $27.
And to the IRS, I know
2.7.
I know you listen because you told me, and I'm rocking with y'all.
I'm pulling up on the Beehive's behalf.
And that is your rumor reports. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Oh, man. 4 after the hour donkey of the day is going to a young woman named Amelia Goldsmith. She is the worst kind of clout chaser. We'll talk about it.
Can we play Mary J. Blige, Be Happy?
Yes, please.
At the top of that. Okay.
I
all right.
love Mary J. Blige.
All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
It's tough to find that right person, especially when it comes to hiring for an open role. But ZipRecruiter's matching technology makes it easy to find and invite great candidates to apply to your jobs. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
Charlamagne, say the gang, don't get other Charlamagne.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Friday, April 28th is going to a young woman named Amelia Goldsmith. Amelia Goldsmith is a TikToker, influencer. Those are the professional terms they use. After reading this story to me, she's just a clout chaser. And the worst kind of clout chaser. Okay, the worst kind of clout chaser to me is the people who do those charitable acts on camera. Now, I know it's a couple ways to look at this. Some folks say, hey, since you see people doing all types of negative stuff on camera, it's good to see someone doing something positive, and maybe it will inspire other people to do positive things too. And then there's others who say if the charity was really coming from your heart, you wouldn't film yourself doing it, especially in regards to giving to the less fortunate. By less fortunate, I mean the homeless or people who are in like real need. Like it's bad enough that the person is already in the condition they're in. Last thing they would want is a camera shoved in their face so you can personally make yourself look better. And that's exactly what Amelia Goldsmith did. See, Amelia decided she wanted to do a curated act of kindness. I gotta salute my good brother Raconia from Cleveland, who encourages random acts of kindness. I too encourage random acts of kindness, but the key word is random, okay? Just do something nice for someone for no reason at all. I live for that. But Amelia did a curated act of kindness because she decided to go to a random grocery store and pay for people's groceries. But this is how you know she wasn't doing it for anyone but herself, because she got upset that people wouldn't let her. Let's go live to Amelia's TikTok for the report, please.
Just want to cheer someone up midweek slump. Excuse me, this may be really random, but I'd love to pay for your food shop today. Just because I want to. No. Honestly, like I do this thing where I want to do something nice. I'd just love to.
That's really nice.
That was stressful, guys. Felt really like in panic mode. I don't know why. I just felt like I was expecting someone to be. I don't know. I was expecting the first person to be like, you know, overjoyed and grateful and happy for me to pay for their shopping, but obviously that didn't go down well. He was a little bit like angry. I was a little bit like taken back, and then I'm gonna cry, to be honest. And then the second person, she just sort of looked at me like I was some absolute idiot, weirdo, who shouldn't say anything. I feel like I'm just really overwhelmed right now. I don't know what's going on. Also, like, that was like a big challenge for me as well, because I just find like sort of social situations really quite hard. Just a lot of emotion.
Oh God.
Oh my God, like I don't know what to do because nobody will let me play for the groceries. Like, girl, I just feel like some people just don't want a camera in their face. I do understand where she coming from, yeah, but I think that she got that from seeing other people do it. And
That's
thought
right.
that it would translate as well, but nah.
Nobody wanted her to do it because they knew she was doing it all for herself. And this is why some folks feel anonymous charity is the best way. And this is why, to me, this is the worst kind of clout chasing. If you wanted to pay for people's groceries, you just do it. Right. You don't go to the grocery store, go live and start recording. You ask people if they want their groceries paid. No, just do it if you you really want to do it. You know when I've done this? When I've been in line behind someone and that person gets to the register and their card don't work, or they get to the register and realize what they got is out of their budget, so they about to put it back. I've intervened in those moments and said, nah, I got it for you. Yeah. But just standing there like a damn insane person with your live going, telling people you want to pay for their groceries, that's why that man asked you why. And that was the right question. And the answer isn't because you just wanted to do a good deed. The why was you just wanted clout for your social media. Nothing was pure about your intentions. You did that for engagement. You did that for likes and views. And she got what she wanted because the video has over 800,000 views on TikTok. This story was reported in the New York Post. That's where I got it from. And now I'm talking about it on Breakfast Club. Damn, did she win? Did she win?
Well, she got more popular, and that was the goal. She got more popular from it. And like you just said, when if you don't like something, don't give it attention. So we probably shouldn't have gave her more likes. But I think we got to put ourselves in these people's conditions. Like, who wants to be filmed on their worst day? I don't like taking photos without my wig. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to. Like, I want to have hair, makeup. I want to look the best. I want filters. So we got to be more empathetic for these people who are in need in that moment, and not take advantage of their low moment. So before we could get a high moment.
Yeah, I agree. She got what she wanted, which is attention. But I will turn it into a teachable moment. There is nothing better than lifting someone else up. When you give cheerfully and from the heart, people will accept that gracefully. But when you give simply because you are trying to get yourself attention via one of these social media apps, of course nobody is going to accept that. Why? Because it's not pure. A gift is pure when it is given from the heart to the right person at the right time at the right place, and when we expect nothing in return. This is the most important part, when we expect nothing in return. You, Amelia, expected exactly what you got, which is attention on TikTok, and that is what I don't respect, because real generosity is doing something nice for someone who will never find out. Please give Amelia Goldsmith the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
All right. Thank you, Charlamagne.
Now, Kendra G, my darkness. She has a gift she wants to give us.
Yes,
that's from her heart. That's pure.
That is pure. That's from her. I was thinking that when you were doing all that, because first of all, I want to say that y'all know the history. You know, I'm a radio veteran for 24 years. Charlamagne and I have both been fired. How many? 4 times in the past?
4 times.
Yes. Fired. And Envy and I went to college together, Hampshire University. So I wanted to give y'all a gift for being radio rock stars. Like, y'all have taken the radio situation to a whole nother level, and I just want to show y'all how much I love y'all.
What we got?
And give y'all the best gift ever. It's actually a photo of myself. It's a photo of myself that we're gonna put in the studio, and it says, "Congratulations on all your success, Charlamagne and DJ Envy. Now you will always have the best with you in the studio. You're welcome." And then the
the same outfit that you got on today?
Same outfit, same ponytail, same everything. So I'm going to be, because they didn't have me on the wall, Jess. I looked at the wall. I'm not on the wall. So I bought my own damn picture.
I love that.
And you're going to put it on the wall. Matter of fact, I got you 2. I got one in a black shirt and a white shirt, okay? Black or white, like Michael Jackson.
Kendra, did you not just listen to Donkey today?
So she going to get it. She going to get it tomorrow.
Did you just not listen to Donkey of the Day?
You can put it right there at that mic right there. Put it right there at that mic right there.
Right in front.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yes, there we go.
All right.
What's the other one, Kendra, too?
All right. When we come back, now this is serious. Now, first of all, we got to say shout out to BET. Enjoy. We'll see you guys on Monday.
That's right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Everybody else, now, if you have kids in the car, this is the first time I'm going to tell you that maybe you might want to turn it down just a little bit.
You know why? Because it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Freaky Friday!
And Sukihana is joining us this morning. Now, if you don't know who Sukihana is, she's from Love and Hip Hop. She's a porn star too, right? She got a porn out or something?
Oh my God! She already got me caught up calling somebody a crackhead. I'm not about to say this lady is no damn prostitute.
She doesn't mind sharing her sexual experience with the world. That's a better way to say it.
Sukihana is just Sukihana.
And when she's having sex in the past, it was with her men. So I don't think she's a porn star.
And do y'all know that she made a debut on Jerry Springer? God rest his soul. Do y'all know that Sukihana was on Jerry Springer? Her first performance.
That makes sense.
When I just Googled Sukihana sex, Pornhub popped up.
Well, look, we didn't see it. We don't know nothing about it.
Is it porn when it's your man?
I can't show you because y'all go to human resources, I get fired. But if y'all Google it, y'all see it on your own. But we gonna talk to her when we come back. Sukihana and Jess Hilarious. We taped this yesterday, so Jess Hilarious did what she did, and me and Charlamagne fell back.
You know what? All right. Thank you.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's all I got.
The Breakfast Club.
Not too long ago, you said you did not want to be ghetto no more. You wanted to be, classier, I guess.
Okay.
What did that stem from? Did that stem from what? Commentators or spectators, critics?
No. Definitely didn't stem from like commentators or spectators or the popcorn crew.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I'm just growing as a woman.
I got you.
I am growing, and I feel like it's just because I came from the hood don't mean that I have to be, ghetto. Ain't nothing wrong with being ghetto,
I thought I just seen an interview. You said you would fart and...
Yeah, I would fart in the mouth. I said that.
Yeah, she did.
You think that's ghetto?
No, I used to say that all the time. Back in the day, that was my thing. I used to say, you suck a fart out of a girl's butt. That was a sign of
and that's
love and respect.
I don't think that's a sign of love and respect.
Yeah, I don't think that's ghetto. I just think that's disgusting.
This is nasty.
I just don't. Yeah,
it's just nasty. I never said I didn't want to be nasty no more. I said I want to be ghetto.
Right.
But if a man wants to suck a fart out my ass, I'm gonna let him. I love that.
Let's get it. And you also said, since he brought it up, and only him, he brought it up that you would like to be on as well.
She shouted out to Diddy first.
Only him.
She shouted at Diddy first, and then
she shouted out. Yeah. But that's the only comparison that she had to come to, because earlier somebody had said that they like to be peed on.
Miami.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it wasn't Carisha said that she liked to go in showers.
Yeah. And I was showing love. I said,
because she is in supportation.
Yeah,
of that.
supportation. At the end of the day, I don't know what I might do for somebody that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm a very submissive queen.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like to talk to somebody with leadership skills. Because if I talk to a drug dealer, he probably had me in the hood, and I don't want to do that no more.
Drug dealers have a fantastic leadership skills, man.
Yeah, they do. I love drug dealers.
I think there's not a drug dealer out here that couldn't have been, especially if he was a kingpin. You could have been the CEO of a Fortune 500 company too.
Kingpins, drug lords, and my daddy was a drug dealer. So that's okay. But at the end of the day, I feel like, let me fart in that mouth. That's
Where
crazy.
is this happening? Are you at least on OnlyFans? Are you getting paid for this?
Is that your boyfriend?
Paid. You know how much I made from OnlyFans? Since you bringing it up? $1 million, more than $1 million.
Does the IRS know this?
$2 million.
They know now.
They know now. And I pay my taxes. But we're not even just talking about OnlyFans. We're talking about posters. This done went viral. I'm blessed with one of them good-looking cats. I don't know what y'all done seen, but yeah, like I'm really one of them girls. Yeah, I know you. Oh, you don't know what's going on? What's going? Yeah, because I'm something irregular that you ain't never seen before. So I'm gonna get you used to it.
Hence the name Suki with the good coochie. It ain't good for nothing. Listen, you get paid off, and that's what happened. Which brings me to my next question.
Let's go.
Are you still on OnlyFans, literally currently right now?
I'm not on OnlyFans right now. I'm focused on my career, and that's as an artist and as a TV star.
Absolutely.
People were mad at you a couple of weeks ago. People were mad at you a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, you want to say that so bad.
With Lee Chopper.
Lee Chopper. Dude,
that's right.
With my hair. I don't know. Did he come on the show?
Yeah, he
What you saying? Because y'all want to bring back.
He said y'all was cool.
No, the he did. He said Sexy did. Now you collide with them eyebrows.
Get into it.
He get
them threaded.
No, I thought he said y'all. I did think I thought he said y'all wanted to do it. Though.
I didn't. Mr. That's what he said.
He said that.
He said Sexy want to do it, and that's my girl.
So you didn't want to do it.
But,
so basically, what you want to say is, no, I'm not the one that said I wanted to do it.
No, it was like I honestly didn't
want along with the flow, and I didn't want to be a party pooper.
So one thing about it, we on South Beach, we in Miami, we like to turn up, and we all outside, we twerking on the ground, and I don't know who the hell said grab the hair and start it. I just like
went with it.
Yeah, at first I was like, I'm not doing that. It was like, come on. I'm just like, this cool. For others, that might be whatever they think, but me, that's submissive play. I was actually having a good time.
Submissive play.
Like if my man want to walk me like a dog, I'm gonna let him walk me like a dog. I'm gonna walk him like a dog. I'm gonna whip him with my wig. I'm gonna put candle wax on his ass. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna stretch his ass.
Little Mama had a problem with it, and she said something, and you responded to Little Mama.
Yeah, but Little Mama had a problem with him too, because he made her cry.
I did not make her cry.
You did make her cry that time. You did make Little Mama cry that time. You did.
cry. No, I did
You
not.
made her cry that time. You kept saying something about some type of face.
No, me and
you said like,
me and Lil Mama.
What did he say? Tell me what he said. You know what he said.
Verbatim, he said, "You the queen of the young struggle face."
But it was supposed to be jokes between her and me going back and forth. She actually cried when our former co-host Angela Yee brought up her mother who had just passed away. That's what actually made her cry. And Little Mama had said that herself.
Okay, no, all right, no. That's
you don't think that the fact that young struggle face made her cry a little bit even after her mom and looking at the wig that she had on. You don't think that you could have chilled and refrained from that comment?
I apologize, Little Mama, whoever you are, if you see this.
Do you even remember?
Okay. I don't really.
Okay.
Of course I remember. People bring it up all the time. I can't forget it. I try to forget it.
I just posted it yesterday.
Yes. See?
Accountability.
You're right. And you know
Thank you.
But I apologize.
She did delete. No, but she had sent me like some universe meditation things, and I know she didn't mean anything wrong.
She sent you a scripture.
She was trying to give me some healing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I do need a little bit of healing. She wasn't wrong.
Yeah, but
she
like
probably
you said,
wanted the best for me.
It could have been personal.
It could have been personal.
It could have been more personalized.
Because it was like a little shady. Like, look at what they doing to America.
I like to walk like a dog.
You don't even know what I do to these. They get more than walk like a dog.
I fart in their mouth.
Yeah, like what you say. You ain't saying nothing about me farting in these mouths.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she probably did that too.
She did it.
You talking about her?
I ain't gonna lie. Let me clear this up. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like me knowing people, I feel like she's a genuine girl.
No, absolutely.
She just had me up that time, and she didn't mean to. Because I if I could request it, I just had her DM me, and we could have talked chit chat.
Yeah.
All right, we got more with Sukihana when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Sukihana. Now you got 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
Is that the reason you said, you know what, I'm gonna get away from OnlyFans because you have kids, they go to school, and other kids would be like, I know your mama's, Suki with the good coochie.
No. Like, first of all, yeah, they know I'm Suki with the good coochie because I pop out them kids. My kids know I'm Suki with the good coochie. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
No, I was gonna say because in school,
why would your kids know that?
Because they know. You gotta have good coochie to popping out them Instagram. Let me tell you something. I love being pregnant. Mm-hmm. I love having babies.
Me too.
And I love raising babies, and I breastfeed all of them. I love children. Like, I love my children so much, and they're gonna have prominent futures, whatever they want to be. Boxers, they want to be a soccer player, anything. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make them that. But I feel like what it take for me to get that coin to make sure they straight, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Nobody can judge me.
You ever had to check a mom at school for saying something, one of her kids saying something?
No, my kids don't go to no public schools.
I know that's
the thing.
right.
I pay for teachers. I pay for
homeschool.
Yeah, I do stuff like that because my kids are special. Like, why would I'm not doing that. Everybody has their own reason what they do. Yep. But I'm a breastfeeder mom, and I love my children. I have a good support system, a good family, and like I have a career, and I take care of my kids very good. I love them. Like, I would do anything for them. Now, as far as my OnlyFans, everybody done popped some.
Yeah.
Do y'all know what y'all moms done did?
Girls, look,
did y'all know what y'all moms done did? Some bills was paid. Freaknik finna telling y'all
everything.
Our moms had them bills paid, and they ain't never had no job. They was wearing chicken cooking dresses around the house.
My mom was way older than Freaknik.
Me and Charlamagne mom was before Freaknik.
So what they had?
1952.
What they had?
They might have Motown Freaknik or something like that back then. Temptation Freaknik or something.
What's the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X? What would they call it again? When it was
like a Jezebel shindig.
Yeah, Jezebel shindigs. They was out there popping. Listen, one thing about us. One thing about us. What? We gonna pop some cat. Cat ain't free. And when the kids need some food, we gonna do what we gotta do. That's one thing about black women. We gonna make something out of nothing. I don't give a we got 5 cents, $1, we gonna make some shake. Okay.
So if your daughter get older, she said, "Ma, I gotta go pop some coochie for a goon to get
my
this
baby
money."
Ain't gonna do that. My baby's rich right now.
Okay.
Right now as a little girl, she don't have to work any day of her life.
I love that.
She don't have to understand the struggle. She don't have to understand what the hood is like. And that's what I did. My baby won't never have to be in no hood and won't ever have to work for nobody. I'm gonna take care of her for the rest of my life. And when I die, she gonna be good. Because that's the type of woman that I am.
love
Baby
your
ain't gonna have to
edges.
pop no cat. I'm gonna pop the cat.
I love your
Yeah, I'm gonna
edges.
pop the cat.
He just complimented her edges like 3 times.
It's like he want her to know.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
like your baby hairs too.
Get it in.
You got
Get
a
it
little
in.
bit.
I don't care. It's getting a little too smooth today. You got the contour popping in the.
Oh, you look good. You've been around for a long time. You look good.
Let me stop for Envy. Get upset. All right, let me chill.
Y'all are off the chain.
Speaking of the husbands.
What is the husband
Girls,
mean?
gay husbands.
Oh my gosh. What did I walk into?
Because I want to ask her, do you consider yourself gay?
I don't kiss
bisexual. What is it?
Do I have to have a name?
No, you don't.
I don't want one because I seen like the interview that I did and I was just, trying to explain. He kept asking me all these different questions. Jason Lee kept asking me all these different questions.
Jason Lee.
Yeah, shout out to Jason.
What? Yeah, shout out to Jason Lee. But he asked me all these different questions about what my sexuality is. And I was kind of talking in circles. And I seen the comments and they were like, shout out to the people that's real gay and going through the real things. And it was just like, they're so judgmental in the comments. Yeah. And that's why a lot of these men are DL. Yeah. And that's why a lot of these people don't want to come out the closet. I don't consider myself gay. I don't consider myself straight. I love people. I feel like, maybe I didn't have to go on a date or be in a relationship. I haven't did that. But I don't want to just say, oh, I done ate some coochie and just look at women as coochie to eat. I don't want to say that. I think it's wrong. So I keep it to myself. Why would I just act like women are just females are just sexual?
Right.
Yeah, just a meal. Maybe I don't want to get into it because I'm still finding out who I am as a woman and a human. Let people come out as they can, like that they want. Right. Sometimes I might like. Sometimes I might like what some. It's fun to me.
Maybe something. You know what? That's why I was going to ask you about Slim Jimmy from Ray Truman.
They ain't had no connection with that.
That was a great question. That was a great segue. Back to the question. You and Slim Jim was cozying up, they said?
Me and Slim Jimmy are really good friends.
Okay.
And he done gave me opportunities. I just did like a video shoot with him. And we've been friends for a long time, even before I was like famous. Like he always showed me love. And those people that, f with me before.
Gotcha.
Like I'm always gonna fuck with them. Honestly, I never took that and never tried it.
Yeah.
Would I?
You never know.
But at the end, I never did that yet. He didn't ever have none of this ghetto good cat. And if he did, I'd probably turn his ass out.
You got a baby mama?
You better fart up in that mouth.
Yeah.
That Slim Jimmy mouth. So were there issues with the baby? He does have a baby mama, and she say something to everybody.
She do exactly. Like I don't even talk to with these baby mamas that be still wanting them. You always could tell.
It's
but
extra.
Listen, it was like she posted me on her Instagram story, and she was talking about him and talking about me, and it was like, why am I included? Like these like what they like, but it's always the girls that know who can suck them out of a man.
They be the ones that
she know what they man like, and she'd like to say. So I don't know if somebody says something close to I'm not his type.
That was in the comments. Yeah, like
let me tell you something about me. These guys be loving a chocolate woman. A freak. These girls be thinking, they love a chocolate freaky girl.
Yeah.
And I'm a real woman. Like I'm the one that's gonna cook for him when you don't, cause you don't not cook. You feel me? Like I cook it. I cook it all, and I'm a good person.
Right. You're a musician. So let's talk about your music.
Yeah. I got that single Casamigo with Afrobeat, and I ain't gonna lie, I came to New York for a promo run, and the city, all the DJs, DJ Clue and everybody, they've been showing me a lot of love, and they're telling me that I got a hit, and I believe in it.
I'm gonna tell you something about DJ Clue. He's a liar. He said that to everybody.
You's a motherfucking liar.
He does.
You a liar.
I promise you.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. I promise you, because I know under that 2-piece that you got on, you got a thong up your ass and your booty hole shaved. So I'm gonna let you be great, but we gonna get back in here. Guess it's shaved.
No, I got a thong on.
You like that ass licked. You like that ass licked.
And?
It ain't nothing wrong with that, because I got a song called Eating, and I'm talking about eating an ass. Okay. But I know a that like his ass say, as Charlamagne, campaign, champagne, you gonna respect a queen when you see one. I don't give a f if DJ Clue lied. God tell the truth. And Casamigo is a motherfucking hit with them eyebrows on fleek. Eat his ass, I be eating his ass, I be eating his ass.
Let's go. Well, Suki with the good coochie. Can you end that with a prayer since you're a God-fearing?
So we're gonna go from talking about eating ass to a prayer.
Nobody judging. That's the show.
I'm not
righteous.
You better end it in a prayer.
Yeah, end it on a prayer.
You better, Bookie.
Go back
this is crazy.
Suki with the good.
You want to hold hands? You want to hold hands?
Okay. This is real serious, you guys. Because who did y'all know I like to pray?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's why
All right, Father God, we just want to give you the thanks and the gratitude again. We love you, and we thank you for blessing us with these opportunities that we have, our careers, our children, our wives, our husbands, our boyfriends, and everything that you blessed us with. Father God, we ask you to continue to bless us and get those evil, bad mind people away from us, people with bad intentions and bad energy, and just bless us with positive energy and open the doors for us to continue to love each other and open doors for others. Father God, we love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Sukihana, Suki with the good coochie. On the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our co-host, Jess Hilarious here.
Yes, indeed.
Kendra G is somewhere walking around. But you know, it's Friday, and instead of doing the rumors, we do Pass the Aux. It's a segment where we bring our little niece, Nyla, up here, who gets busy.
Maryland's own. She usually says she's from Baltimore, but since Jess here today, she won't claim. Now she's just saying I'm from Maryland.
I've never said Baltimore.
Stop putting that girl on the spot. Where you from in Maryland now?
Fort Meade, Severn.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that ain't no damn Baltimore. She ain't even say Baltimore.
It's an army base.
Okay, I made that up.
Oh, you can tell those it's an army base.
It's an army base. Well, she does Pass the Aux, and she puts us on to whatever she's listening to in her playlist, whether it's new, whether it's old, whether it's something she needs to put us up on.
It's time for Pass the Aux with DJ Nyla.
Yup.
Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
Yes.
Where we starting today, Nyla?
This week we taking it to Brooklyn, and we starting with Big Lola. She just dropped Just Relax.
With Big Lola.
Big Lola. And the music video drops today. I'm actually in it, so I wanted to shout out this record.
Woo.
Tap in. Here's Lola Books, Just Relax.
Okay, so she sampled The Choice Is Yours
Yes.
by Black Sheep. Classic record that came out in the 1900s.
Now, you remember 80? They used to be with Mano?
Yeah, absolutely.
She signed to 80.
Oh, I didn't know
she
that.
She signed to 80 and Trav, and then Sav got her a deal. Sav is her A&R. So, congratulations to that whole team over there. And what up, Lola?
Salute to Lola. I just like to see the bridge. I like to see the bridge being the gap being bridged between the old school and now. And I don't like to call it old school, the classic and the now.
Correct. The right way. I would say the old school for sure. And just to be correct, I think that was literally 94. I was 2 years old when Black Sheep.
No, a couple years old, few years before that.
I think that was 94.
I think it was 1991.
Oh, that was a year before I was born. I don't know. I think it was 94, but I don't know. But that I want to say shout out to Lola too, because I like when people sample old school, as Charlamagne would say, classic, but when they do it right.
That's
do
right.
it
That's
right.
right.
I hate when they mess it up, but that was good. Shout out to her.
And what the hell you doing in the video?
I'm dancing. I'm hype, man.
With clothes on though.
Yes, with clothes on.
That's your grandfather. That is your grandfather.
With some clothes on.
Look, he got clothes on. He got the Crown Royal change purse, honey.
Right.
He
really
is ready.
That's right.
That's funny. All right, yeah. So shout out to Lola. I'm glad you guys like that one. The second one, Jess, actually is from your hometown, Shorty Shorty.
Oh,
yes. His project drops today, and my favorite one off there is called Thug Life.
You know Shorty Shorty?
I do know Shorty Shorty. I like a couple songs from Shorty Shorty. That's my guy.
Okay. He got a Shy Glizzy energy about him. Am I tripping?
No. You're hearing it right. No, he definitely does a little bit, but I think I like Shy Glizzy. I mean, I think I like Shorty Shorty a little better than Shy Glizzy. Not because he's from DC or whatever.
Yeah, that was so
You just got a shot for no reason.
Shorty Shorty a little vibey to me. I can listen to him more than an hour. Like, I'm good. I'm good on that. So,
so Shorty from Baltimore then?
No, Shorty from Baltimore City.
Oh, okay.
Shorty's from Baltimore City.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Super dope record.
Yes.
And the last one is going to be Freaky T remix with Lotto.
Okay. Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I feel like she's saying she riding the man's face.
That's all you got.
I can't even hear it.
I didn't get that.
I don't know. It's a vibe though.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a vibe. I was getting like Doja. I was getting Doja a little bit.
Rap Doja.
Yeah, rap Doja mixed with a little bit of Coi Leray. That was cool. Freaky T, shout out to Freaky T. That was cool.
Let me ask y'all a question. When y'all can't understand the lyrics and y'all say it's a vibe, how y'all know it's a vibe from the music or the drugs?
Because if you could, it's from the drugs and the music together.
Okay.
You can just.
We sober.
Like if you in the club and you just doing that, it's like it don't matter. You can make up your own words. I like that.
We should get just a beat, get just a fire beat, and just rap that just like that, and play it in the mix.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Breakfast Clubby.
That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is understand one word. As long as we can understand one word, we
chime
good.
in on that part.
That's right.
My goodness. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Give them all your Instagram handles and all that good stuff.
Yes, definitely follow me on Instagram at Nyla Simone. Make sure you guys have the link in bio to download the Pastor Aux playlist. And make sure you guys tap into my Amazon show every Tuesday and Thursday on AMP Radio. And then Wednesday nights we are live. Me, Rob Markman, Gay P, and Speedy on rotation on Amazon as well. So
Now let's get into it.
tap in.
All right. But when we come back, of course, we got the People's Choice mix. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Introducing The Game, a new single from The Lox, Rick Ross, and Fat Joe. This track is more than just a tribute for hoops culture. It's a lifestyle. Find out more at DraftKings.com/thegame. Available now on all major streaming platforms. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we got a salute to Jess Hilarious for joining us the last couple of days. And you're going to be in Connecticut tonight?
I am going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the Stress Factory. We got 2 shows, one at 7:30, one at 9:30 tonight, and then one tomorrow, 7:30, 9:30 again.
There's limited tickets left, so get your
Yes.
tickets now. You don't want to miss out. I think there might be like 4 tickets, so go get your tickets right now. It will sell out. I think it's just the early shows remaining, right?
Yep. Early show is the only show, the 7:30 for tonight. Get your tickets, JessHilariousOfficial.com. There were 27 tickets left, but right now it might only be 4 left. I've
That's
been
right.
talking about it.
Get your tickets. We appreciate you, Jess, as always.
Thank you.
And Kendra, let them know about your single show.
Yes, yes.
But before that, Kendra's in town because she's hosting a gala.
Yes, I am hosting a gala. Envy and I went to the best black college ever created, Hampton University. Tomorrow I'm hosting the Legacy Blue Gala. I think the word is gala. No, it's gala. He said gala.
Oh.
Can it be both?
It can be both.
Okay, it can be both. So yeah, Salsa Dima will be hosting it. So shout out to our Hampton University graduates. Also shout out to any HBCU if you went. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But yes, I have a very popular online single show on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube. And I host that on the weekends as well too. If you're looking for love, I got you. Follow me on Instagram. I was trying to get to 700K. So every time I jump 10,000 followers, I'm gonna send somebody $500 in Cash App.
What's your IG?
My IG is Kendra G Media, and I'll follow you back too. So do it fast, Kendra G Media.
I'll tell you a funny story. So Adimu he does late nights on a bunch of stations. He's syndicated. Shout out to the brother Adimu. I was pledging when I was in Hampton.
You're part of something?
No, I'm not part of
Okay,
I was pledging Kappa, right?
All the light skinned niggas. Oh God,
I was pledging Kappa, and I was all the way through, right? All the way through. I went through everything you could possibly imagine that you're not supposed to talk about. And Adimu's dad had to give me a 80 for me to be able to make grade. He gave me a 79.
Are you saying a 79?
A 79.
So that's why you're not a Kappa?
That's why I'm not a Kappa. African American Studies, he gave me a 79.
Damn.
And I would have had an 80.
Did he know that he needed to give you 80?
I asked him and he told me no.
Oh
my
You
God.
always coming up just a little bit of short. I love it though, Envy. It's all good. It's all good.
But anyway, we're gonna have fun at the gala or gala, whatever you want to call it this weekend.
You want everything to be gay so bad.
We're gonna be at the gala. Smoking like a true DJ.
And we're gonna be honoring Thea Mitchell, which is our boss. She's I'm actually giving her award. So.
Yes. She also went to Hampton University.
She went to Hampton as well.
Yes.
I can't just say went to Hampton. We all graduated from Hampton.
Graduated.
Because some people be fronting like Charlamagne says he's a doctor, never went to college.
Oh. Wow.
First of all, don't front on South Carolina State University. My mama's alma mater. They gave me an honorary doctorate.
You paid for it.
I didn't pay for it. What happened was I gave a $250,000 endowment to the school, opened up a scholarship in my mother and my grandmother's maiden name, the Ford Family Scholarship, and yes.
And they made you a doctor.
Yes, they made him a doctor.
So he paid for it. Great.
No.
I love that.
I gave the commencement speech at the graduation, and then that's when they made me.
Okay, what are you a doctor in? What is your specialty?
He gives colonoscopies.
Colonoscopies.
Just the Envy. I'm Envy's personal doctor.
What? You guys really do have a love affair.
When we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Y'all got any shout-outs? Anything y'all need to do before we get up out of here?
I'm gonna shout out Connecticut because I live in Chicago.
Connecticut.
I host the morning show in Chicago, WGCI,
Good.
but I'm actually born in Connecticut. So shout out to Waterbury, Connecticut, tri-state area. I think sometimes people don't realize that, but big ups to Connecticut. I'm happy to be so close to home.
Yay!
Yeah. And you're gonna be there this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Just hilarious.
Yes, thank you, Kendra.
Well, Charlamagne, you got a
She's
positive
gonna be at the Stress Factory.
Stress Factory,
right?
yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, y'all gonna wait till I take a gulp of Casa to ask me a question.
Yeah,
yes,
okay,
I'll be at the Stress Factory.
So we can talk about this. You drink every morning, this early in the morning, 6 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do.
So
Probably.
that could be alcoholic kind of.
Damn.
No, and that could be why my black ain't
If
cracking.
you drink before 6 a.m., that's kind of alcoholic-ish. That's close
All right,
to it.
End this show. 'Cause right now,
I mean, if you drink before 6 a.m.,
but girl, my black ain't cracked, so we good. We
no,
good.
you do look good, Jess.
Thank you.
And it's Friday. It's Friday and it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere.
Leave us on a positive note, Charlamagne.
Listen, the positive note is this. I just want to reiterate what I said during Donkey of the Day. Real generosity is doing something nice for someone who will never find out.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?